can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. At the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave, wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Hello. Please join me in a moment of silence as we recognize those that cannot be with us today. Hello, and welcome to Pinecrest's first ever air-conditioned graduation. My name is John Cox, and for the past 4 years, I've been your class president. I am extremely proud to have been able to represent our class throughout my time at Pinecrest High School. Our class has seen dozens of students recognized nationally, multiple state championship runs, 3 amazing musicals, and of course we got to be part of the greatest student section in the nation. I'm sure the class of 2020 will continue to astonish in the years to come. At this time, I am proud to present our senior quote. Take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey. Michael Josephson. At this time, our class valedictorian, Isabella King.
Welcome, Pinecrest High School faculty, administration, parents, and class of 2020. My name is Isabella King. It is an honor to serve as your Pinecrest class of 2020 valedictorian. What a unique and challenging year this has been. Our class has really been through some dramatic ups and downs. Our senior year started out pretty well. We got to see Pinecrest beat Union Pines in football for the first time in over 7 years. Sydney Hawkins was the only student in our county to be a National Merit Scholar. Our basketball team made it to the state semifinals. Go Pats! In addition, among numerous successes, Jacqueline Kenzel, a member of our class, won a state championship in golf. Lindsay Douglas, Caroline Kuntz, Livy McHugh, and Harry Sewell qualified for nationals in speech and debate. Pinecrest FFA competed nationally for the first time in history, and the marching band seniors won 6 grand championships during their tenure. These were just a few of our many achievements. Remember how excited we all were when college decisions started coming out? We were counting down the days until graduation parties and celebrations. We were an extraordinary class on the brink of predictable successes. However, in March of this year, the effects of the coronavirus resulted in the cancellation of our in-person classes for the rest of the year. The spring sports season was over. The senior prom was canceled. Our graduation ceremony was altered, and we are graduating in shifts rather than having a traditional graduation ceremony. We can't see our friends regularly without adhering to social distancing guidelines. Additionally, some families have lost jobs. The world around us seems to be falling apart. So, how has this experience changed us? The pandemic has impacted our lives and will be something we will never forget. If it never happened, we wouldn't have to deal with missing out on some of the best parts of our senior year. Nonetheless, some good things have come out of what we are all going through. We all are experiencing this together, which connects us in ways that we will never forget. This crisis provided us with more time with our families. Whether we start college, work, or enter into the military after high school, this pandemic has offered us extra time to make memories with our families before we leave home. Some families have faced seemingly insurmountable hardships. Despite this, many families have used this opportunity to create lasting memories. Some have held their own proms at home during our prom night, dressing up and sharing a special dinner. One family started a family book club. Many families have also found a way to support others during this time. What has this experience taught us? This is something our society has not been through for many generations. The fact that it has created obstacles during our senior year provides an opportunity for us to learn. We can learn not to take anything for granted, even the little things. Before this spring, we used to go to the store expecting basic essentials to automatically be available. Now we have to pay attention to when stores restock and try to provide for ourselves and others. Who could have imagined that would be so hard to find toilet paper? We can learn to help those in need when they are unable to help themselves. We have discovered role models we did not know we had. Lisa Kaiser, the nurse at Pinecrest, has been spending her time during the pandemic distributing lunches for students all over the county who relied on school lunches for nourishment. Some of our classmates helped by delivering groceries to elderly people in the community. Most importantly, these unusual times have taught us that we can get through almost anything. If we can endure this disruption of our senior year while still maintaining hope, we will come out of this more resilient and ready for the future. Poet Douglas Malloch said, "Good timber does not grow with ease. The stronger wind, the stronger trees. The further sky, the greater length. The more the storm, the more the strength." We've definitely had a large storm this year. My fellow peers, I'm confident that we will come out of this stronger than ever. When the pandemic ends, I hope we're able to look back on this experience as a testament to our resilience and strength. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you.
On behalf of the Moore County Board of Education, I bear greetings and congratulations to the Pinecrest High School class of 2020. Although I am retired, I look back at my years in the classroom with great fondness. I remember many of my students with an even greater joy. I realize now that the pride I feel is much like the pride a mother or father feels when their child has developed the ability to reason like an adult, to face problems with patience, and to make decisions after thorough evaluation. As a teacher, I realize now it's because that we became part of a family, and we gather today as the Pinecrest High School family. Although we cannot celebrate your graduation in the traditional way, please know that we are joined by your family and friends everywhere as we celebrate you in our hearts. And for this very special moment, the many, many different people who have witnessed your school career share it with you. Without even realizing it, each one of you developed a family within our Moore County school system. From the teachers who worked so diligently to teach you to read, to the ones who introduced you to multiplication, to the ones who directed you on the field or in the auditorium. They are all a part of a family who knows and loves you and is delighted to wish you well. The path to graduation from high school didn't start the day you entered 9th grade. It began with a smiling kindergarten teacher who had unlimited patience and the understanding that sometimes a 5-year-old just simply misses mommy. That path is lined with people who have cared about your progress and who have worked tirelessly to ensure it. This family is quite large and extends far past the teachers who have led your high school classes. From the principals at your elementary and middle schools to the food service workers who served you lunch, adults all across our school system have become a part of your family. And join with me today to celebrate your accomplishments. Your graduation this year is not the product of just one of us, but rather of the many adults who have worked both with you and for you. Whether it is the counselor who helped you during a time of loss, or the technology instructor who valued your passion for computers, Each and every one of you has a large and caring family within our Moore County school system. Most likely you did not realize that you have impacted so many adult lives, but truly, throughout your school career, you have made a mark on many school employees. None of these people will take sole credit for the success you have become, for we all realize that bringing a child to adulthood takes the work of many, not just one. We, your Moore County school family, are so proud to watch as you now leave the nest and go your own way. Whether it is on to college, into a career, or enlistment in the military, you carry the hearts of each one of us with you. As your family, we rejoice and celebrate in the young person you have become, and we will wait in expectation for the success you will find. Graduation is truly a time for family, the one you were born into, as well as the one that has helped raise you. We gather today as your Pinecrest family to continue our support for every endeavor you undertake. We gather today as your Moore County school family to celebrate the culmination of your school career. We will keep each of you in our hearts and hope that a small part of your school family may stay with you as well. Congratulations to the Pinecrest High School class of 2020.
Ms. Phillips, Chair Carter, members of the Pinecrest High School administration and staff, parents and other guests who have tuned into this program, and of course, our graduates. Thank you for allowing me to engage in one of my favorite responsibilities as superintendent of Moore County Schools, and that is to share some of my thoughts and feelings with another special group of Patriot graduates and your families. While all graduating classes are special and unique, only a few are historic. In my 19 years as a school superintendent, you're only my second graduating class that qualifies as historic. The first was the graduating class of 2002. Their graduation occurred at the end of a senior year that was disrupted and shaped by the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Most of you were born during that year. And now, 18 years later, you graduate at the end of a senior year that was disrupted and shaped by one of history's greatest worldwide pandemics. While both the 2001 and 2020 historic disruptions evoked genuine fear and anxiety, your brush with history has been unique in its required isolation and in its impact on our economy, how we do school, and even the most personal aspects of life. As disruptive as the 9/11 attacks were on the class of 2002, their members returned to school and a daily life that became increasingly normal as their senior year progressed. Your historic disruptions deprived you of a full slate of year-end events, ceremonies, and traditions that punctuate everyone's school experience. And yet, too much focus on what you have missed may paper over what you've gained, what you've achieved, and the greater potential that you now offer to the world. Painful as it is for me to bring this up, but I also must acknowledge and apologize one more time for our failure to effectively administer your ACT process during your junior year. I mention it only to accentuate how you've overcome disruption and adversity and the degree to which your successes, your achievements, your maturity, and your resilience deserve our admiration and our great confidence. Instead of worrying that disruption has deprived you of some essential capability, you have demonstrated already that you are very capable to draw from life's lessons in order to fulfill a greater purpose. So now I charge you, Patriot class of 2020, go forth with our faith in each of you as individuals, go with our faith in all of you as a group and as a generation. Thanks for the memories that you leave us and for the greater good that you'll contribute to our shared future. And may goodness and loving kindness follow you all of the days of your lives.
It has been said that the impact of a teacher can never be erased, and that is certainly true of who I have the privilege of introducing to you today. She is attentive to each of her students, doing everything she can to help them be successful in and out of the classroom. She challenges her students to learn and grow through kindness and compassion. She is creative and makes each lesson exciting and engaging. She also has the best style and most amazing shoes you've ever seen. These are just a few qualities that make this teacher incredible, and I am so grateful for everything she has taught me. I'd now like to introduce the 2020 Teacher of the Year, Dahlia Brecher.
Dear class of 2020, this is not how it was supposed to be. You were not supposed to finish your last semester of your last year in high school outside of the classroom, learning remotely, without any real interaction with your peers or teachers. You were not supposed to miss your prom. You were not supposed to miss the last season of your sport, your last performance, your last concert, or field trip, or competition. And this was definitely not the way you or anybody else envisioned your graduation. Yet, here we are. There is an old Bosnian saying that goes like this: "Što se mora, nije teško." This roughly translates to, that which you must do is never too difficult. The emphasis here is on too difficult. You, class of 2020, proved this saying to be true. Was remote learning difficult? Yes, it was. But obviously, for the class of 2020, it was not too difficult to overcome, because here you are. You have Google Classroomed and Canvassed, Google Met and Zoomed, emailed, texted, called, even visited your teachers. And you have finished your semester of your high school, perhaps not the way you wanted to, but with strength and success nonetheless. Was missing your senior prom difficult? Yes, it was. But obviously, for the class of 2020, it was not too difficult to overcome. Many of you decided to dress up and take pictures anyway. Some of you had prom the home edition, while others found solace in chatting to their friends and building an even stronger sense of camaraderie. Was missing on your extracurricular activities difficult? Yes, it was. But obviously, for the class of 2020, it was not too difficult. Some of you found ways to compete remotely. Others continued practicing, running, and exercising on their own. This, I believe, is a greater testament to your indomitable spirit than any trophy, award, or medal would be. And now we have reached the part in my speech where I am supposed to impart some great wisdom to you. I'm going to limit myself to one piece of advice only, and I'm afraid it will be neither unique nor sophisticated, yet it has been the best advice I have ever received. So here it goes. In a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind. Choose to be kind even, or rather especially, to those who are not kind themselves. Choose to be kind even, or rather especially, when it's difficult to do so. Kindness is its own reward, and it benefits both the giver and the receiver. And if you're kind, you will be needed. In her own commencement speech to the class of 2020, Caitlin Flanagan, a journalist and an author, asserts that nothing in life is better than being needed. I wholeheartedly agree. Class of 2020, on the behalf of teachers, staff, and administration of Pinecrest High, I would like to congratulate you and welcome you to the adult world. We need you.
Greetings, class of 2020. Who would have thought that we'd be streaming graduation via video? The likelihood of that is small, yet here we are. Today, I have the honor of introducing our incredible leader, Ms. Stephanie Phillips. She has led the charge through all of our ups and downs of this school year. She stayed connected with us and made sure we had everything we needed to be safe and successful. We, the graduating class of 2020, are the proof you have done your job. You have set a great example of what it is to be a true leader, so thank you. It is my great honor and privilege to introduce to you Pinecrest class of 2020 principal, Ms. Stephanie Phillips.
So I get the pleasure of giving you your final farewell from Pinecrest. Typical comments just don't seem appropriate for this farewell. For example, we are now ready to send you on to the next chapter of your story. You are ready, but we are not ready. I'm not ready. The teachers and staff are not ready. See, those last few months, that last semester, we watch you transition from high school students to young adults that are totally prepared to go take on the world. Instead, for your class, we have no option but reflection to embrace this transition. We all sit and reflect on these past 4 years and try to bring closure to your high school years. Years that we love watching you grow, years we watched you experience setbacks and failures and helped you process through both. We watched you set school records in athletics, arts, and academics and cheered alongside of you. We also cheered for you as we watched you experience individual successes. We watched you embrace the senior stone. We watched you show other schools what superfans should really look and sound like. We stood beside you cheering on our Special Olympians. And on a personal note, we listened to you loudly humor me by participating in my attitude checks and chanting Patriot Pride. You also humored me by respectfully listening to me constantly preach the power of the green and gold. And then you went on to show that power. You rocked out with our band to the music of Queen, The Police, and U2. And you laughed and cheered at our musicals, The Wizard of Oz, The Addams Family, and Cinderella. But you didn't get to see the magical, mischievous, and miraculous performance of Matilda. So I'll leave you with a couple takeaways from the musical that didn't happen. First, Matilda says, just because you find that life isn't fair doesn't mean you have to grin and bear it. And she says that nobody but me is going to change my story. So remember, you don't have to grin and bear it. Instead, smile and fight to change it. And always remember, you are the one writing your story. Now, go forward, be strong, be humble, be proud, and be you, because you are exactly what this world needs.
Fatima Tamara Abdul Alim. Angelica May Adriano. Raquel Yadira Aguilar. Maria Guadalupe Ambri Cortez. Hugo Andrade Perez. Carl Arthur Andrews IV. Austin Alexander Aponte. Devin Addison Armstrong. Gavin Michael Armstrong. Danielle Maylin Arnold.
Joshua Kai Arnold, Ryan Christian Arnold, Naomi Arredondo Rios, Mary Madeline Arrington, Armando Arroyo Jr., Ivan Alexander Arroyo, Hudson Grace Atkinson, Myrna Esminda Avila Hernandez, Aiden Paul Bailey, Zeta Adele Bailey, Ashlyn Nalina Baker, Nina Jade Baker, Mallory Ashlyn Ball, Denzel Quincy Ballard, Jair Enrique Ballesteros, Evan Joseph Barnes, Dakari D.K. Barrett, Kobe Alexander Barrett, David Charles Bass, Matthew Samuel Bauer, Heather Renee Bean, Levi Joran Bear, Taylor Nicole Bennett, Nancy Lee Berger, Samantha Lynn Berggren, Isaiah Marcel Bergman, Nakia Simone Bergman, Samantha Rose Burnt, Kalia Elani Bethea, Jessica Ryan Bevilacqua, Stephen Thomas Bybee, Taryn Kathleen Bigger, Brianna Danielle Biddle, Anna Grace Black, Hunter Wesley Blake, Kelsey Grace Blake, Morgan Audrey Blake, Michaela Sage Bliss, Will Brownlow Blythe, Alicia Marie Blyther, Will Cunningham Bodie, Eric Michael Boisel, Ava Adair Booker, Tyrese Dequale Bostic, Matthew Lloyd Botnick, Nicholas Robert Bollinger, Mackenzie Lane Bowen, Jessica Christie Bowman, Ashlyn Ruth Ann Boyd, Barbara Michelle Brady, Trevor Donald Brigham, Aurea Jade Bright, Tyler Brokemeyer, Samaya Jabria Brower, Stella Ruby May Brown, Isabella Brugaris, Brianna Nicole Buck, Christopher Gabriel Bullard, Tristan Bunker, Jasmine Alea Birch, Noah Christopher Burton, Fred Samuel Busby, Jordan Alexandra Butler, Shakur Levon Cagle, Adam Joseph Kaleri, Laura Ray Callahan, Dalton James Camp, Avery Davis Campbell, Devontae Terrell Campbell, Ellie Ann Campbell, Logan Michael Campbell, Quentin James Caristo, Michaela Nicole Carosi, Caroline Paisley Carter, Cecilia Cazares, Faith Kaylin Chase, Maximus Nicodemus Chavez, Jackson Cage Chavis, Melissa Chen, Ella McNeil Clark, Donovan J. Cochran, Denasia Michelle Coffey, Riley Nicole Cohen, Grayson Ella Cole, Larry Demetrius Collins, Ian Thomas Cook, Jordan Mariah Cooper, William Richard Cooper, Lillian Grace Corcoran, Jaden Montez Cotton, James Dennison Cotty, Alea Cerise Covington, John Henry Patrick Cox, Jalen Zayshawn Crawford, Nicholas Hugh Crawley, Alexis Ann Cross, Kennedy Alea Cross, Troy Alexander Curtin, Christian Isaiah Maurice Daly, Jalen Shamar Daly, Scalina Renee Dallas, Jeffrey Logan Davidson, Sierra Janae Davis, Jordan Lindsay Davis, Justin Lucas Davis, Morgan Taylor Davis, Jasmine de la Sancha Vallejo, Frank Diego Debray Ocampo, Amaya Elizabeth DeMercer, Nolan Zachary Dempsey, William Henry Dent, Kyra Danae Devane, Haley Renee DeVaught, Luke Joseph Diazio, Maurice Diaz Martinez, Lindsay James Douglas, Noah Isaiah Dowd, Timothy Marshall Drake, Dylan Scott Drennan, Nicholas Alexander Duquesne, Nicholas Parker Durand, Michaela Isabel Duval. Jaman Tyrese Easterling. Claudia Elise Edwards. Jillian Rose Edwards. Ashley Michelle Elliott. Alejandra Jocelyn Estevez. Daniela Estrada Estela. Anna Catherine Ettrich. Elizabeth Grace Udy. Holden Alexander Udy. Alistair Elaine Evans. Simeon Sincere Evans. Nathan Gray Fegler. Noah Alexander Fegler. Logan James Felder. Jacob Zane Ferguson. Jolie Ann Ferguson. Shannon Keith Fidelke. Brooke Philby. William Hunter Phipps. Llewellyn Wiley Fisher. Katie Marie Formansky. Henry Keenan Joseph Freeland. Hannah Nicole Fry. Jonathan Alexander Furman. Tajaden Amir Gaddy. Mary Allison Gailey. Bryson Reed Galloway. Luis Tadeo Garcia Abundis. Caitlin Elizabeth Garner. Jackson Chandler Garner. Nicholas Alexander William Garner. Zachary Charles Garner. George Hunter Jensick. Jackson Ernest Rex Germund. John Elmore Gibbs III. Devin Germain Gibson. Stephen Alexander Gibson. Sierra Renee Gilbert. Trent Elijah Glad. Tamika Nevea Glover. Amber LaShawn Gomez. Liliana Cheyenne Gonzalez. Estefania Gonzalez Campos. Denise Aylin Gonzalez Lara. James Richard Gorba III. Chad Michael Gregory. Elizabeth Cecilia Gullovich. Edwin Charles Gunther. Dalton Isaac Hadaway. Robert Cameron Hadeven. Ashlyn Marie Hall. William Ricky Hall, Jr. Alara Hamilton. Gianna A. Hancock. Natalie Haro Martinez. Jocelyn Jada Harrington. Raekwon Shakur Harrington. Gabriel Anthony Harris. Emma Harrison. Maxwell Augustus Hartzell. Joseph Malcolm Hash, Sydney Hall Hawkins, Deontay Allure Hay, Taylor James Hebert, Bella Hieronymus, Elise Summer Henderson, Aiden Connor Herman, Olivia Hernandez Lopez, Jolubet Hernandez Jaimes, Noah Manuel Hernandez, Ethan Cole Hess, Kendall Elizabeth Hilliard, Hunter Samuel Hillis, Nina Olivia Hines, Christopher Allen Hinson, John Austin Hipp, Marie Rose Hurdle, Quincy LaShawn Hockaday Jr., Jaden Travell Hodges, Coy Paul Holland, Brianna Renee Holly, Ariana Rochelle Elaine Holmes, Kendon Andrew Holt, Joshua James Hooper, J. Michael Hoschel, Caitlin Margaret Howell, Ezekiel Isaiah Howell, Matthew Douglas Hubbard, Michaela Ann Hudson, Tanner George Huff, Thomas Scott Hughes, Sarah Ruth Humble, Cyrus Andrew Hundley, Kayla Elizabeth Hunt, Haley Karen Hunter, Kiera Ariel Hudson, Ni Tao Win, Ahmed Mohammed Ibrahim, Pierce Alexander Rubino, Christopher Miles Jacobs, Haley Renee Jericho, Eric Daniel Jingle, Isabella Claire Johannes, Emma Catherine Johnson, Evan William Johnson, Gracely Mackenzie Johnson, Hunter Evan Johnson, India Johnson, Jeremiah Johnson, Kevin Lamont Johnson, Samuel Richard Johnson, Valencia Danielle Johnson, Darren Maurice Jones, Gabriel Joshua Jones, Kiera Denise Jones, India Leanne Jones, Madison Riley Jones, Reagan Justice Jones, Tyler Justin Jones, Cameron Ryan Jordan, Kara Elizabeth Jordan. Jordan Noel Jurinske. Joshua Dean Joyce. Annalise Caroline Judge. Svetlana Alexandra Kargeta. Jacob Dalton Kargila. Madeline K. Karels. Jason Christian Karsner. Cole Edward Anthony Cower. Charles Robert Keller. Shahoda Shazaya Kelly. Demarius Jacavion Kelly. Dasani Monique Kelly. Madeline McKenna Kelly. Zahim Kelly. Mitchell Millette Kent. Jacqueline Marie Kenzel. Nathan Thomas Kessler. Sean Christopher Akawili Keyser. Brody Cornell King. Isabella Grace King. Megan Nicole King. Campbell Miggs Kirk. Megan Marie Kitchen. Kristen Ann Coonrad. Caroline Morgan Kuntz. Sean Charles Kashinka. Lee Lachey Lambert. Caroline Elizabeth Landry. Jordan Reeves LaRose. Jacob Britt Lawson. Ethan Michael Lech. Audrey Irene Ledford. Ashley Marie Leonard. Ashayla Laurel Leslie. Cody William Leuenberger. Emma Cameron Lewis. Madeline Brooke Lister. Joshua Matisse Littles. Benjamin Dwayne Locklear. Jalen Ray Locklear. Keziah Zamari Leanne Locklear. Naya Amari Locklear. Saleha Locklear. Kiera Anai Lopez. Zacharias Stephen Lopez. Annette Michelle Lopez Gonzalez. Buddy Lee Lovell. Colby Joseph Luck. Jasmine Ashley Luna. Patrick Scott Leno. Spencer John Likens. Noah Hall Lyons. Alexander Cole Macaulay. Everett Mack Jr. Shane Madalena. Caleb Michael Madlock. Andre Dylan Magistrato. Anthony Jerome Martin. Deja Renee Martin. Yvonne Martinez Gonzalez. Julia Marjorie Martinez. Santos Martinez Jr. Zachary Turner Macer. Jesse Wayne Massey. Dane Matthews. Weston Riley Maxon. Yasmin Ashanti Mayhew. Caroline Elizabeth Mays. Aaron Brooks McBride. Clayton Scott McCarty. Malachi Xavion McCaskill. Jackson Patrick McLean. Madeline Nicole McConnell. Olivia Aaron McHugh. Desiree McDougall Chambers. Jaheim Rayshawn McDowell. Lydia Pauline McGrath. Brandon Scott McGugan. Samuel Alexander McGuire. Nicaria Deandaria Ann McIntosh. Zakira Vinay McCahan. Jaden Xavier McKnight. Ethan Matthew McLean. Kiana Ashanti McLaughlin. Haley Suzanne McLaurin. Takasia Minori McLaurin. Malik Damond McMillan. Miles Thornton McMillan. Claire Marie McNamara. Clint Harrison McNeil. Javion Thomas McNeil. Kimberly Marie McNeil. Sierra Karen McQueen. Joel Arthur Medlin. Cameron Keith Miller. Sharmala Royale Miller. Logan Ray Miller. Michaela Danielle Miller. Rachel Lee Miller. Titan Baylor Milstead. Nathan James Mitchell. Jonah Nathaniel Monk. Peyton Stokes Monroe. Andrew Logan Moore. Caleb Samuel Moore. Adela Moreno Trinidad. Casey Lee Morrison. Grace Ann Matola. Sarah Ashley Mueller. William David Mullen. Duncan Carl Monroe. Claire Violet Murden. Savannah Alay Musselwhite. Kaylee Sky Niedenthal. Jade Marin Neptune. Kyle David Nessner. Juliette Catherine Neveau. Shauna Grace Newman. Hui Gia Nat Nguyen. William Thomas Tong Nguyen. Flynn Marie Nichols. Sarah Ann Nickel. Kaylee Victoria Nix. Caleb Ian Nocton. Jordy Brian Nunez Vargas. Macy Cameron O'Brien. Ashlyn Marie O'Leary. Jacob Tyler Odom. Grant Thomas Oldham. Alexander Arnaud Ong. Emiliano Espinosa. Sydney Marie Micah Osorio. Abigail Faith Osland. Nolan Emmett Pace III. Wesley Donald Paget. Gavin Walker Haller. Lee Page Pace. Macy Cheyenne Parker. Zamitra Malaysia Parker. Maximus Allenson Parkins. Alexandria Hope Patterson. Array Danae Person. Essence Person. Keontae Jaquan Person. Justin Claude Phillips. Kirsten Day Phillips. I Fuent Few. Samantha Jane Picarello. Cameron Suarez Pierce. Bruno Patella. Addie Jade Plevick. Dominique Ashante Pollard. Wesley Pollard. Rafael Ponce Ornelas. Logan David Prather. Joseph Michael Pritchard. Diego Ramos Torres. Evan Demir Ratliff. Antoine Levon Ray Jr. Christopher Michael Ray. Zachary Ryan Reeves. Gavin Zane Reimert. Reed Roland Remington. Sarah Elizabeth Renfrew. Brianna Isabel Reyes. Keith Jamar Richardson. Cameron Wesley Rector. Philip Thomas Roberson. Chloe Nicole Roberts. William Anthony Roberts. Joseph Jarrett Robinson. Tiara Shanae Robinson. Armando Raul Rodriguez. Caleb Nicholas Rodriguez. Grayson Marie Rogers. Lakendra Denise Roper. Douglas Ross Jr. Kaylee Victoria Ruggiero. Hunter Shane Russell. Owen Crowley Ryder. Libby Ann Sampson. Alexander Adcock Sassano. Yoshitoki Sato. Lily Gwynn Sawyer. Luke Ryan Sapurek. William Ryan Schaber. Drew Bobby Schuyler. Samuel James Schneiderman. Alana Schwartz. Daniel Hunter Scott. Daniel Ryan Seals. Hope Elaine Sellers. Henry Wilson Sewell. Lauren Elizabeth Shepard. Emma Caroline Sykes. Natasia Albertha Simmons. Abigail Grace Smith. Ashante Smith. Kobe Romez Smith. Nastasia Zanai Smith. Oceana Elaine Smith. Tyra Nicole Smith. Abigail Marie Smits. Kendall Ann Snyder. Hannah Christine Spagenberg Spinali. Brianna Nicole Sparrow. Sophia Ann Spizak. Jalen Nicholas Spruill. Adriana Marie Stahl. Benjamin Francis Stahl V. Sophie Bridget Stanfield. William Austin Starkey. Logan Wayne Stepnowski. Destiny Renee Steed. Caitlin Brianna Stevens. Kaylee Phoebe Ann Stewart. Jonathan Lindsay Stewart. Kaylin Grace Stonecipher. Jate Ladarius Storr. Emily Kenna Stout. Savannah Marie Stout. Alexander Malachi Strickland. Riley Brooke Stromberg. Alexi Soraya Surrey. DeAndre Antoinette Sutton. Carrie Britz Sinowitz. Alexis Taboda Bahena. Anaya Nerez Tanner. Allison Meredith Taylor. Bailey Morgan Taylor. Kyle Matthew Taylor. Mathen Timon Taylor. Blake Carson Tipo. Lauren Ashley Teglis. Jacob Alexander Terrio. Preston William Ferrer. Anna Monet Thomas. Essica Kaylee Thomas. Matei Emmanuel Iana Thomas. Naeem Hassan Thomas. Sarah Monet Thomas. Kelsey Rebecca Thompson. Murphy Davis Thompson. Paige Kali Tolentio. Justin Michael Torres. Michelle Star Torres. Sienna Denise Townsend. Skylar Andrew Zachary Townsend. Hogan Lee Triplett. Caleb Esteban Valencia. Juan Felipe Vallejo Peralta. Antonio Ralph Van Real Jr. Juan Alberto Hernandez. Judas Fernando Villegas Sotelo. Fred Harding Vinson. Marcelo Lee Vivero. Daniel Martin Volz. Emily Ann Von Cannon. Emily Ann Von Cannon. Jordan Shaquan Wade. Jack Porter Wall. Jenna Riley Waldschmidt. Tyler Brian Walker. Jackson Raymond Washington. Mary Margaret Watson. Aaron Sincere Ali Watts. Stephanie Marie Weitzel. Hayden Alexandra Wempy. Helen Francis West. Nathaniel McCallum Wheeler. Savannah Grace Weisenand. Caroline Grace White. Sierra Lynn White. Autumn Grace Wilbur. Andre Lamont Williams. Arthur James Williams. Emerson Elizabeth Williams. Jack Randolph Williams. Jaquan Shamir Williams. Trace Anthony Williams. Tyler Ray Williams. Zachary Allen Whitmer. William Luke Walters. Jake Toa Woods. Sonia Malia Woolley. Jada Mohe May Worthen. Taylor Lynn Worthy. Desiree Lane Wright. Destiny Rayanne Wright. Taylor Allen Wright. Nicholas Ryan Youngerman. Job Brenna Zoraga Acosta. Maya Alexandra Zay. Denise Aaron Zepeda. Mildred Najiri Zatina Gomez. Joseph William Zimmerman.